Are you tired of feeling weak, beaten down, or held back by circumstances? Do you find yourself stuck in cycles of doubt, hesitation, and fear? What if I told you that the greatest strength you'll ever need is not physical, but mental? That the power to break through any barrier, overcome any struggle, and live the life you've always dreamed of starts in your mind? Today, we're not just talking about motivation, we're talking about building a mind so strong that nothing, no obstacle, no setback, no critic can break you. This isn't some vague, fluffy advice. This is a blueprint for creating unshakable resilience, a mindset that will carry you through challenges, no matter how tough they seem. We'll uncover actionable steps to help you break free from your self-limiting beliefs and develop mental toughness that will make you unstoppable. Stick with me because the next few moments could change the course of your life forever. Let's get to work. Unlocking the true potential within you starts with understanding that your mind is your greatest asset. Your thoughts have the power to shape your reality in ways that go far beyond simple imagination. Every action you take, every decision you make begins with a thought. The truth is, your mind controls everything: your confidence, your drive, your success, and even your relationships. Yet most people fail to harness the full potential of their minds, allowing doubt, fear, and negativity to shape their lives instead. Why is the mind so powerful? Because it's where every possibility begins. Think about it. Before any great achievement, someone had to think about it. They envisioned it, believed in it, and then made it happen. The mind is the foundation for everything, whether it's your career, personal growth, or your ability to overcome setbacks. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. And when you understand that, you'll start making decisions that align with your true potential instead of being held hostage by your fears and doubts. Your mind is not a passive observer, it's a tool, and like any tool, it can either be used to your advantage or left idle collecting dust. To use it to your advantage, you must actively shape your thoughts and intentions. This doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen with deliberate practice. Start by shifting your mindset to one of possibility. Every time you face an obstacle, view it as an opportunity to grow. Every time you feel doubt creeping in, challenge it with action. That's how you unlock your mind's true power. Let me ask you, when was the last time self-doubt held you back from achieving something you really wanted? The truth is, self-doubt is the silent killer of potential. It creeps in, often unnoticed, and makes you question your abilities, your decisions, and your worth. It feeds your fear and keeps you small, confined, and inactive. Self-doubt convinces you that you're not enough, that you'll fail, or that you're not worthy of success. It builds walls around you, keeping you from taking action. But here's the thing, self-doubt is a liar. It will always be there lurking, trying to keep you safe in the comfort zone. But you must learn to push past it. The key to overcoming self-doubt is taking action. It's as simple as that. Action is the antidote to fear. When you take deliberate small steps toward your goals, the fear starts to dissipate. You prove to yourself that you are capable. You build confidence with every step you take. Look at anyone who has achieved greatness. They didn't let self-doubt stop them. Instead, they chose to move forward anyway. They didn't wait until they were 100% sure. They didn't wait until everything was perfect. They took action in spite of their doubts, and that action propelled them forward. You can do the same. The next time doubt creeps in, don't sit with it. Do something. Take that first step, no matter how small. You'll find that with each action, your confidence grows and your doubts lose their grip on you. Mental toughness is not about avoiding challenges. It's about how you respond to them. It's the ability to keep going, even when things get tough, even when life feels like it's testing your every limit. And make no mistake, life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. But your mental toughness determines how those obstacles affect you. What does mental toughness really mean? It means resilience in the face of adversity. It means keeping your focus when everything around you seems chaotic. It's the ability to stay disciplined even when you don't feel like it. Mental toughness is the foundation that allows you to thrive in the face of challenges. It's the quality that separates those who give up from those who push through and succeed. There are three pillars of mental toughness: resilience, focus, and discipline. Resilience allows you to bounce back from failure. Focus keeps you on track even when distractions arise. Discipline ensures you stay consistent in your actions, even when motivation wanes. These are the qualities that build unbreakable minds. And like any muscle, your mind needs training. It won't become tough just by wishing it so. You have to actively build it every day. This can be done by setting small goals and sticking to them, by pushing through uncomfortable situations, and by making a daily commitment to strengthen your resolve. It's about making a decision to be unstoppable no matter what. Cultivating confidence. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn. It's the result of action, not just positive thinking. When you take action and see the results of your hard work, your confidence grows. But here's the catch. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for others to tell you you're good enough. It comes from doing the work, from overcoming challenges, from pushing through fear and doubt. It comes from showing up, day in and day out, and proving to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. Your body language plays a huge role in how confident you feel. When you stand tall, shoulders back, and make eye contact, you're not just presenting yourself to the world, you're reinforcing your own belief in yourself. How you carry yourself influences how others perceive you, but more importantly, it affects how you perceive yourself. Overcoming the fear of judgment is another crucial step in building confidence. Let me tell you something. The opinions of others don't define you. It's easy to get caught up in what other people think, but the truth is, their judgments have nothing to do with your worth. You are your biggest cheerleader. When you stop seeking approval from others, you take back your power and control over your own narrative. The key to confidence is celebrating small wins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Don't wait for a big breakthrough to celebrate. Acknowledge your progress and use it as fuel to keep going. Every time you succeed, your confidence grows, and with it, your ability to tackle bigger challenges. Failure isn't the end. It's not a sign that you're incapable or unworthy. It's a lesson. Every failure carries with it the seed of growth. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they view failure. Successful people don't see failure as a reason to quit. They see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to adapt. Reframing failure is the key. Instead of seeing it as a defeat, see it as an opportunity to become better. When you fail, you learn something valuable. You understand what works and what doesn't. You gain insight that moves you closer to success. This is how resilient people thrive. They don't let setbacks define them. They learn from them and keep moving forward. Consider some of the greatest achievements in history. They didn't come from people who had it easy. They came from those who faced failure time and time again, but didn't give up. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. If he had quit after his first failure, we might still be sitting in the dark. So embrace failure. Let it teach you. Let it push you forward, because failure is not the end. It's the beginning of something greater. Your emotions are powerful. They can either propel you forward or hold you back. When you let your emotions dictate your actions, you lose control. But when you master your emotions, you take control of your life. The connection between emotions and success is undeniable. When you can manage your emotions, whether it's stress, anger, or anxiety, you're able to make better decisions and stay focused on your goals. Emotional control is not about suppressing your feelings, but about responding to them in a healthy, productive way. There are practical techniques to manage your emotions, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and reframing negative thoughts. These tools help you regain control when your emotions start to spiral. And when you can control your emotions, you can weather any storm that life throws your way. Emotional mastery is also directly linked to long-term success. People who are able to manage their emotions effectively are more resilient, more adaptable, and more successful in their personal and professional lives. So start taking control of your emotional responses today. You'll be amazed at how much easier it becomes to handle life's challenges. Mental preparation is key when it comes to facing life's challenges. The world will throw obstacles your way. It's not a matter of if, but when. But the question is, how will you respond? Will you crumble under the pressure, or will you rise above it? The most successful people are those who have developed an unbreakable mindset. They don't wait for things to be easy. They prepare their minds to face adversity head on. They build mental resilience by staying focused on their goals, even when things get tough. Visualization and mindfulness are powerful tools in strengthening your resolve. By visualizing success and practicing mindfulness, you train your mind to stay calm and focused during stressful situations. This allows you to make better decisions and stay on course even when the world feels like it's falling apart. An unbreakable mindset always finds a way. No matter how tough the situation, no matter how many setbacks come your way, a strong mind will always find a path forward. And you can develop that same mindset. All it takes is practice, dedication, and an unwavering belief in yourself. The power to transform your life lies in your hands. It starts with taking control of your mind. When you build mental toughness, cultivate confidence, embrace failure, and master your emotions, you create a mindset that is unshakable. But here's the truth, it's not easy. This is a journey, and it requires consistent effort. You must stay committed to strengthening your mind every single day. Success doesn't come from quick fixes. It comes from building habits that support a stronger, more resilient you. So it's time to take control. Start today. Take one step toward building your mental toughness. Let go of the excuses, the doubts, and the fears. Your future is waiting, and nothing can stop you if you have the mindset to back it up. The time is now. Have you ever felt stuck, lost, or unsure how to move forward? Are you tired of waiting for change instead of creating it yourself? Today marks a turning point. In this speech, I'm going to guide you through powerful lessons and actionable steps that will challenge you, inspire you, and help you move beyond your limitations. This isn't just another pep talk, It's a real blueprint for transformation, and it begins with your mind. Your mindset will determine whether you stay trapped in the same cycle or whether you break free and start living the life you've always dreamed of. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear could become the foundation for lasting change in your life. What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and success right now is how you're thinking? Your thoughts, your mindset, and your mental resilience are everything. Let's take a deep dive into how your mind can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. The power lies in your hands to unlock your potential, shift your perspective, and build a life that reflects the strength and greatness within you. Listen, there's 3 things you got to understand about success: your mindset, your actions, and your persistence. You got to crush those limiting beliefs. You got to take massive faith. Your mind is not just an organ that processes thoughts. It's the most powerful tool you will ever have. The way you think is the foundation of everything that happens in your life. Your mind is the gateway to your success or failure. It's what determines your decisions, your actions, and your ability to push through obstacles. How you perceive the world around you, how you interpret challenges, how you talk to yourself. All of this stems from your mind. Let me tell you something, you are in complete control of your thoughts, and your thoughts are in control of your life. Your mind determines the direction your life takes. Think about it. If you wake up every day feeling defeated or full of doubt, how are you ever going to take the actions necessary to move forward? On the other hand, if you start your day believing in yourself, your goals, and your ability to overcome whatever comes your way, you're setting yourself up for success. Your internal dialogue, how you speak to yourself, is either a catalyst for growth or an anchor that drags you down. The law of attraction is real. Whether you realize it or not, the more you focus on negative thoughts, doubts, and fears, the more of that you attract into your life. But when you shift your mindset and start focusing on possibilities, solutions, and positive outcomes, you begin to attract those things instead. It's simple. What you think about, you bring about. This is how top performers achieve greatness. They know that success doesn't happen by accident. They've conditioned their minds to see challenges as opportunities and failure as a stepping stone to growth. They understand that their thoughts are the fuel behind every action they take. It starts with the belief that they can and will achieve what they set out to do. Your mind is not just a passive observer. It is a weapon, one that can either be used to your advantage or turned against you. Think about it. You have the ability to create your reality through your thoughts. Every successful person you know, whether they're an entrepreneur, athlete, artist, or leader, has learned how to unlock the hidden power within their minds. They've learned to use their minds as tools to shape their futures, to overcome obstacles, and to push through the hardest moments. So how do you tap into this power? It starts by realizing that the only limits you have are the ones you've placed on yourself. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't about talent or luck, it's about mindset. Successful people have mastered the art of mental resilience. They don't allow setbacks to define them. They keep moving forward regardless of how tough things get. When you start shifting your thinking, when you challenge your limitations, that's when the magic happens. Small shifts in your thought patterns, believing that you can rather than you can't, that failure is just a lesson rather than a defeat, will start to lead to extraordinary results. It's not about changing your life overnight. It's about making a decision today to start thinking in a way that will propel you to the next level. We all have those voices in our heads telling us we're not enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't have the skills. I'm too old, too young, too tired, too busy. These are the lies we tell ourselves, and they're the biggest obstacle to success. These limiting beliefs hold us back from reaching our full potential. But here's the truth. You are stronger than you think. These misconceptions, these fears are not based on reality. They are rooted in your insecurities and doubts, and they only have power over you if you let them. When you change the way you talk to yourself, when you start to replace negative self-talk with encouragement and belief, you begin to see just how capable you are. The first step is to recognize that these limiting beliefs are false. You are not defined by your past, your current situation, or your circumstances. You are defined by your ability to adapt, learn, and grow. By shifting the way you speak to yourself, you begin to break down those walls of self-doubt and start believing in the power within you. And that's when you unlock your true potential. Action, and you gotta keep pushing forward no matter what. That's how transformation happens. Your words are powerful. The way you speak to yourself can either build you up or tear you down. Negative self-talk is the enemy of progress. How many times have you caught yourself saying things like, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough? Every time you say that, you're reinforcing the belief that you can't, that you're not enough. But what if you flip that script? What if you started saying to yourself, I can do this, I am good enough, I am capable? The impact on your mindset and your life would be profound. Positive self-talk is the key to unlocking confidence and resilience. You wouldn't speak to your best friend the way you speak to yourself during tough times, so why do it to yourself? Reprogramming your mind for success isn't something that happens overnight, but it is something you can start doing today. Take small steps every day to shift your language and thought patterns. Replace self-doubt with self-belief. Replace I can't with I will. and watch as your mindset transforms. Here's the challenge. Will you let your thoughts hold you back, or will you empower yourself to move forward? Your mindset is the greatest barrier to your success. It's not your circumstances, your lack of resources, or even your abilities. It's your mindset. If you let fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs control your mind, you will stay stuck. But here's the good news. You have the power to change. Right now, in this very moment, you can decide to change the way you think. You can choose to embrace a mindset of growth, resilience, and possibility. You can choose to break free from the chains of fear and self-doubt that have been holding you back for far too long. The decision is yours. Will you stay stuck in the same place, or will you choose to move forward and build the life you've always imagined? The only thing standing between you and success is the mindset you choose to adopt. So make the choice today to change your mind and change your life. Do you ever hear that voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, that you're too late, too inexperienced, or too afraid to make a move? What if I told you that voice isn't the truth? It's just fear trying to hold you back from becoming the person you were meant to be. Today, we're diving deep into overcoming self-doubt. This isn't just about getting motivated for a moment. This is about conquering that inner voice once and for all, and taking action, no matter how uncertain or afraid you might feel. I promise you, the power to break free from self-doubt is already inside you. It's time to learn how to quiet that fear and step into your greatness. We'll look at the science behind self-doubt, how to shift your perspective, and why taking action, no matter how small, is the key to building unshakable confidence. Stick with me, because today is the day you push past your fear and start building the life you truly deserve. Let's get started. Let me tell you something. Self-doubt is sneaky. It's that voice that shows up when you're on the brink of doing something big. It whispers, "You're not good enough. You'll fail. This is too hard." And because it speaks so loudly, it can drown out everything else. But here's the truth. That voice isn't you. It's fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of the unknown. Fear trying to hold you back from becoming who you were always meant to be. The truth is, self-doubt is born from fear and uncertainty. When we face something new, when we're about to take a risk, our minds start to question if we're capable. It's a survival mechanism. Your brain is trying to protect you from potential failure or disappointment. But the problem is that self-doubt doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. It stops you from moving forward, from seizing opportunities, and from growing. Self-doubt is like a trap. It keeps you stuck in place, afraid to take risks, afraid to try new things. It tells you that you're not ready, that you're not enough, and that it's easier to stay in your comfort zone. But that's where the danger lies. Staying stuck, staying small. The longer you listen to that voice, the harder it becomes to break free. We all have triggers, moments or situations that make self-doubt rise to the surface. Maybe it's a new job opportunity, a creative project, or a big decision you have to make. These triggers often come when you're faced with something outside your usual routine, something that challenges you. But once you recognize them, you can stop self-doubt before it takes control. The first step is acknowledging that self-doubt is not a reflection of your ability. It's a reflection of fear, and you don't have to let fear control you. Here's something most people don't understand about failure. It's not the end, it's the beginning. Failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's the foundation of growth, the stepping stone that leads to success. You see, every successful person you admire, every person who has achieved greatness, has failed at some point. What sets them apart is that they didn't let failure stop them, they let it teach them. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Imagine if he had listened to the voice of self-doubt, the voice that told him to quit. Where would we be today? Or consider Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Do you think he stopped there? No. He used that failure to fuel his drive and determination, eventually becoming one of the greatest players in history. And Oprah, she faced rejection, criticism, and setbacks, but she never allowed failure to define her. Instead, she learned from each experience and became a symbol of resilience and success. Failure is only failure if you let it stop you. The truth is, failure is a powerful tool for learning. Every time you fail, you gather valuable information about what works and what doesn't. It's a lesson, not a defeat. The key to success is how you respond to failure. Do you let it knock you down, or do you get back up, stronger and wiser? When you shift your perspective on failure, you start to see it for what it really is, a necessary part of the journey to success. It's not something to avoid, it's something to use. So the next time you face a setback, don't let it paralyze you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow and get closer to my goal? You want to know the secret to overcoming self-doubt? Action. Action is the antidote to fear. When you doubt yourself, when you feel paralyzed by uncertainty, the only thing that will move you forward is taking action. It doesn't matter how small that step is. In fact, the smaller, the better. The hardest part is always starting. The moment you take the first step, no matter how tiny, you begin to break the hold self-doubt has over you. You start to prove to yourself that you can. And once you prove that you can, you'll want to take the next step, and the next, and the next, and the next. That's how momentum works. It starts with one small step, and before you know it, you're building something much bigger. Remember, confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through action. Every time you do something that scares you, you build confidence. And over time, those small actions add up to big results. You'll find yourself taking risks that once seemed impossible. You'll look back and realize that your biggest achievements were the result of taking that one first step, even when you doubted yourself. Now I want you to think about something. What's one thing today that you've been afraid to start? Maybe it's a new project, a tough conversation, or a decision you've been avoiding. What's that one thing that's been holding you back? I challenge you to take one small action today, no matter how small it seems. Just do it. Push through the fear, and let that be your victory. Because every time you take action, you're one step closer to the person you want to become. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a triumph over self-doubt. So what are you waiting for? Take that first step today. The only way to silence the inner critic is to take action, even when you're unsure, even when you're scared. The power is in your hands. Take it and move forward. Are you tired of feeling like life knocks you down every time you try to rise? What if I told you that the difference between success and failure is not in your circumstances, but in your ability to stay strong when life gets tough? Today we're talking about mental toughness, the one skill that can change everything for you. It's the ability to keep pushing when others give up. It's the power to rise after every fall. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's a muscle that grows with every challenge you face. It's the secret to thriving no matter what life throws at you. In this session, we'll break down the 3 key pillars of mental toughness: resilience, focus, and discipline. We'll explore how to bounce back stronger from setbacks, stay on course despite distractions, and maintain consistency even when it feels easier to quit. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn will not only help you build a stronger mind, but also a more unstoppable life. Get ready to develop the mental toughness you need to break through every barrier. Let me ask you this: what separates the winners from the rest? Is it luck? Talent? No. It's mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to keep going when others quit and rise after falling. It's the strength to push forward in the face of adversity, to continue when everything around you says give up. This is what sets successful people apart. They don't let obstacles defeat them. They look adversity in the face and find a way to keep going. Mental toughness is the quiet strength that keeps you moving forward when everyone else has already stopped. It's the internal fire that doesn't go out, no matter how stormy life gets. And here's the truth: mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's not a rare gift reserved for a select few. It's a muscle, a skill that you build and develop over time. With every challenge you face, you can strengthen it, you can grow it, and you can use it to handle whatever life throws at you. Think about the soldiers who go through hell and come back stronger, or the athletes who fight through injury and exhaustion to become champions. They didn't become mentally tough overnight. They practiced, they learned to push through discomfort, to fight through fear, and to rise after every fall. Mental toughness is about resilience, adaptability, and perseverance. It's about being able to take a hit, get back up, and keep going. And it's not just for athletes or soldiers, it's for anyone willing to face challenges head-on, no matter what. Real-life examples of mentally tough individuals are all around us. Think about the entrepreneurs who lose everything but keep coming back. They keep going because they know that their next attempt could be the one that makes all the difference. Mental toughness looks like never backing down when life gets tough. It looks like believing in yourself, even when no one else does. It's the ability to keep your head in the game when everything around you feels like chaos. And trust me, you can develop that strength too. Let's break it down further. Mental toughness isn't just a random trait, it's built on 3 core pillars: resilience, focus, and discipline. Each of these pillars plays a vital role in your ability to push through tough times. Let's look at each one. Resilience is the foundation of mental toughness. It's what allows you to bounce back from setbacks and failures. Life is full of challenges, but it's how you respond to those challenges that matters. When you face a setback, resilience helps you see it not as an end, but as an opportunity to grow. Remember the old saying, what doesn't break you makes you stronger. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning to rise after each failure. And here's the thing: failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every setback is a lesson in disguise, showing you what works and what doesn't. Resilient people understand this. They fail, they get back up, and they keep going, stronger than before. Focus is the next pillar. It's the ability to stay locked on your goals, no matter what distractions or obstacles get in your way. Focus is what allows you to keep your eyes on the prize when life throws curveballs at you. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. There are a million things that can pull your attention away from what matters most. But here's the truth: if you want to succeed, you must learn to block out the noise and keep your focus where it belongs, on your goals. Focus is what keeps you moving forward when you'd rather give up. It's the ability to stay on track when the path is difficult and when others are tempted to quit. Discipline, the final pillar, is about consistency. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it feels easier to quit. Discipline is the key to long-term success. It's what keeps you going when the initial excitement fades and the reality of hard work sets in. Mental toughness is built on the small, consistent actions you take every day. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Think about it. Every great accomplishment is the result of countless small, disciplined actions. Discipline means putting in the work, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, and even when no one is watching. It's those small steps taken consistently that add up over time and lead to big results. Here's something you need to understand. Setbacks are inevitable. We all face them. But the key is how you respond. The science behind resilience shows that when we overcome adversity, we become stronger. Each challenge we face is an opportunity to build mental fortitude, to expand our limits, and to grow. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about learning from each experience and using it to improve. The more resilient you become, the better equipped you'll be to handle whatever life throws your way. And let's be real, life will throw things your way. But when you know how to rise after every fall, you'll find that nothing is impossible. Take a moment and reflect. Think about a time when you thought you couldn't continue. Maybe it was a personal setback, a professional challenge, or an emotional hurdle. What helped you push through? Was it a belief in yourself? Was it the support of someone else? Whatever it was, hold on to that strength, because you can apply it to your current challenges. And when you do, you'll find yourself more resilient than ever before. Building mental toughness doesn't happen overnight. It takes daily practice. It's about cultivating habits that strengthen your mind and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for staying calm under pressure. They teach you how to stay focused, how to control your emotions, and how to maintain clarity when things get tough. Journaling is another great way to build mental toughness. Writing down your thoughts, your fears, your goals, and your progress helps you stay accountable and clear about your path. It gives you a space to reflect and learn from each experience, turning your challenges into opportunities for growth. Visualization is another key practice. By seeing your success before it happens, you start to build belief in yourself and your abilities. Visualization helps you stay focused on your goals and builds confidence in your ability to achieve them. Your mind is your greatest asset. What will you choose to make it? Will you allow fear, doubt, and distraction to control you? Or will you take control of your thoughts, shape your mental toughness, and rise above every challenge? The choice is yours. Are you tired of feeling held back by self-doubt? Do you struggle to find the confidence you need to take that next big step toward your goals? Imagine for a moment that the key to overcoming all of that is already within you. True confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one small victory at a time. Today we're diving into how you can develop unshakable confidence that doesn't waver in the face of obstacles or opinions. This isn't about faking it until you make it. It's about creating real, lasting confidence through action, mindset, and perspective. By the end of this session, you'll understand why confidence is earned, how your body language can change your internal state, and why failure is your greatest teacher. Get ready to break free from the opinions of others and start building the self-assurance you need to take charge of your life. Stick with me, because today you'll learn how to unlock a level of confidence you never thought possible. Confidence isn't something that magically appears. It's earned, built through consistent action and small victories. You can't wait for confidence to show up before you take action. You need to act first, even when you feel unsure, even when that inner voice is telling you to hold back. Let me tell you something, confidence grows when you make the choice to move forward, even when it's hard. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated to take the first step because you didn't feel confident enough? But after you took that step, no matter how small, didn't you feel just a little bit more confident? That's the power of action. Confidence doesn't show up first, it follows action. It follows your willingness to keep going, step after step, even when you're uncertain. Small wins add up over time. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you're capable, that you can do it, that you are worthy of success. And before you know it, you've built a foundation of confidence that can weather any storm. People who seem naturally confident didn't just wake up that way. They earned it. They showed up every day, took small steps, and kept moving forward. Confidence is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating that moment with each action you take. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't the same as arrogance. A lot of people confuse the two. They think that someone who is confident must be cocky, full of themselves, or act superior to others. That's not confidence. Arrogance is rooted in insecurity, in the need to prove something to others. True confidence is humble. It's grounded in self-awareness and a deep understanding of your own value, without needing to shout about it. When you are confident, you don't need to put others down or act superior. Confidence doesn't need validation from others. Confidence comes from within. It's knowing who you are, being okay with that, and not needing to prove anything to anyone. True confidence gives others the space to be confident too. It's about supporting yourself without looking down on others. It's about knowing your worth and not being afraid to let that show. Now let's talk about body language. Your posture speaks louder than words. The way you carry yourself affects not just how others see, but how you feel about yourself. You've probably heard of the power pose, standing tall, shoulders back, chest out, and there's science behind this. When you adopt this posture, your body sends a signal to your brain that you're confident and capable. It shifts your internal state. You feel stronger, more empowered. If you're slouched, hunched over, or hiding your body, you're sending a message to yourself that you don't believe you're worthy. So what can you do about it? Simple shifts. Stand tall, shoulders back, head held high. Try it right now. Notice how it feels different. You don't need a fancy trick or a complex technique. Just change your posture, and your confidence will follow. Let's shift gears now and talk about one of the biggest confidence killers, worrying about what others think. I get it. We all want to be liked. We all want to be accepted. But let me tell you something important. What others think of you is none of your business. The moment you start letting the opinions of others dictate how you feel about yourself, you lose your power. Your confidence gets chipped away because you're no longer relying on your own judgment. You're relying on theirs. Think about it. How often have you doubted yourself because someone else didn't approve or didn't believe in you? It's time to stop giving away your power. Your worth is not determined by what other people think or say. Confidence comes from within. It comes from understanding that you don't need anyone's approval to believe in yourself. So how do you break free from the need for approval? You start by becoming your own biggest supporter. Instead of waiting for someone else to say you're doing great, start saying it to yourself. Instead of looking for validation from others, find it within yourself. One simple exercise you can try is to write down all the reasons you believe in yourself. Focus on your strengths, your achievements, your qualities. Whenever self-doubt creeps in, pull out that list and read it. You've got to build that internal voice that tells you you are enough, even when others may not say it. Now let's talk about failure. We all fail. Every successful person has failed many times before reaching their goals. But here's the key. Failure isn't defeat, it's fuel. Let me tell you this, every failure you experience is bringing you one step closer to success. Failure is not a setback, it's a lesson. It's showing you what works and what doesn't, and it's teaching you how to adjust. If you learn from it, it becomes a powerful tool in your journey. Think about some of the world's most successful people. Michael Jordan, for example, was cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. They didn't let failure stop them. They used it to fuel their drive, their determination, and their confidence. To build unshakable confidence, you've got to learn to reframe failure. Instead of seeing it as something to fear, see it as something that makes you stronger. Every time you fail and get back up, you're proving to yourself that you have what it takes. Every failure builds your resilience and your belief in yourself. And that, my friends, is what unshakable confidence looks like. Now it's time to take action. Your confidence journey starts right now. What is one small step you can take today to build your confidence? It doesn't have to be big. It can be as simple as speaking in front of a mirror or tackling a task that scares you. Every small action adds up, so take that first step today. Let it be the moment when you decide to stop waiting for confidence to show up and start building it yourself. Each small victory builds momentum. Each step forward is a brick in the foundation of your unshakable confidence. This is your time. Let's make it happen. Life isn't always easy. We all face moments of hardship, uncertainty, and doubt. But here's the truth. Challenges are not the end. They are the test that will either break you or shape you into something stronger. What if I told you that the struggles you're facing today could be the very thing that propels you forward? In this session, we're going to dive into the power of maintaining a strong mindset, even when life throws its worst at you. It's not about avoiding pain, it's about learning to rise above it. You'll discover how to stay focused on your purpose, how to turn setbacks into stepping stones, and how to develop the resilience to thrive, not just survive. The strongest people aren't those who've had the easiest lives. They're the ones who've weathered the storms. Get ready to learn the strategies that will help you turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. Your mindset is the key to unlocking your greatest potential. Let's unlock it now. Adversity is inevitable. No matter who you are, what you do, or where you come from, life will test you. But here's what matters: how you respond. The storms will come, that's a certainty. The key is understanding that your response to those storms shapes your reality. It's not the challenges you face that define you, it's how you choose to react to them. Think about it. How many times have you encountered something difficult, and your first instinct was to give up? But then after a little time, you found your feet again, didn't you? You kept going, and you came out stronger on the other side. That's the power of choice. You can choose how to respond to life's difficulties. The world might throw everything it has at you, but the one thing it can't take away is your ability to choose your mindset. When you expect adversity, you prepare yourself to handle it. It's like training for a marathon. You know it won't be easy, but you do it because you understand the end result is worth it. We all have stories of overcoming adversity. Take someone like Oprah Winfrey, who was fired from her first job as a television reporter, or J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. They could have given up. They could have allowed their challenges to define them, but they didn't. They chose to keep going. These stories show us that no matter what hardship you face, your mindset has the power to turn tragedy into triumph. The strongest people aren't the ones who never face difficulty. They're the ones who rise up stronger when they do. Every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise. And yes, it may feel impossible in the moment, but there's power in knowing that you control your response. Your attitude in the face of adversity is everything. It's easy to say, I can't do this, but it's much more powerful to say, I will keep going until I find a way. That mindset is what will move mountains. So the question is, when life tests you, what will your response be? Will you give in to defeat, or will you rise to the occasion? When things get tough, it's easy to lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. But it's in those moments when you feel like throwing in the towel that you must revisit your why. When the going gets rough, your purpose is what will keep you going. Your whys is the fuel for your resilience. It's the reason you push through the struggle. It reminds you that every ounce of effort is worth it, because there's something bigger at the end of the road. The problem is, when we're in the middle of the struggle, it's hard to see beyond the next obstacle. That's why it's crucial to keep your purpose front and center. Every decision, every action should be tied to that bigger picture. Focus on your vision. Refocus your mind on the long term, not the short-term struggles. These challenges are just temporary, but your purpose, your vision, is forever. The more you stay connected to your why, the more your struggles turn into stepping stones. Each challenge becomes another lesson, another opportunity to move closer to your ultimate goal. And every time you push through a tough situation, you get a little stronger, a little wiser, and a lot more resilient. So when life gets tough, don't lose sight of why you're doing this. Let your purpose be the driving force that keeps you moving forward. Setbacks are part of life. We all face them. But here's the key to overcoming them. Don't see them as the end. See them as fuel for your growth. Pain can either break you or it can build you. It's all about perspective. When you face a setback, don't let it define you. Let it teach you. Learn from it. Adjust your strategy and keep moving forward. Every failure, every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. Think about it, there's no such thing as failure unless you quit. You're not beaten until you stop trying. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is that you keep getting up. Setbacks can be painful. They can be discouraging, but they don't have to be the end of your journey. They are a part of it, yes, but they don't define it. You can choose to rise from every setback stronger and more determined than ever. And every time you do, your confidence grows. You learn to trust that even in your hardest moments, you have the strength to keep moving forward. The pain you feel now will turn into power. Keep going, and it will fuel your growth. Resilience is the ability to bounce back when life knocks you down. But resilience isn't just about surviving tough times, it's about thriving through them. It's about taking everything life throws at you and using it to get stronger. Think about the hardest moments of your life. You made it through, didn't you? You might have been knocked down, but you didn't stay down. That's resilience, and it's built through experience. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure, is an opportunity to grow your resilience. But here's the thing, resilience doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you consciously decide to keep going. Even when the going gets tough, it's about focusing on the prize ahead, not the struggles of the moment. The only way to build resilience is to keep pushing forward, even when you feel like you can't take another step. The strongest people in the world aren't those who've had it easy. They're the ones who faced adversity and refused to let it break them. They've kept their eyes on the prize, and that's what kept them moving. So when life gets tough, remember this, keep your eyes on the long-term goal. Keep your focus on the vision that keeps you going. Don't let the short-term struggle stop you from reaching your dreams. Think about a challenge you're currently facing. Maybe it's personal, maybe it's professional. Now ask yourself, how can you turn that obstacle into a stepping stone? How can you use this moment as an opportunity for growth? Every challenge you face has the potential to make you stronger. Every obstacle is a chance to learn, to improve, and to move one step closer to your goals. Don't let it break you, let it build you. The strongest minds aren't forged in calm seas. They're shaped in the storms of life. So when the storm hits, don't just survive it, dance in the rain. Embrace the struggle, embrace the difficulty. And remember, the greatest growth happens when we push through our hardest moments. Every time you face a challenge and keep going, you're one step closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. Let these moments be the foundation of your strength, your resilience, and your success. It's time to rise, to grow, and to thrive. Keep going, because the best is yet to come. You've been through the struggles, felt the pressure, and faced the doubts. But what if I told you that your mind is the key to breaking free from the chains that hold you back? The truth is, the only limits that exist are the ones you place on your own thinking. Right now, you have everything within you to become unstoppable. Everything you need to build the strongest, most resilient mindset. All it takes is unlocking that potential. This isn't about magic or quick fixes. It's about the mental toughness you can cultivate by mastering your thoughts, embracing challenges, and pushing through adversity. The path won't be easy, but the rewards, they are beyond what you can imagine. You can overcome every obstacle, rise from every fall, and become the strongest version of yourself. It's time to decide, will you let life break you, or will you build a mind so unshakable that nothing can stand in your way? Let's dive in. Your only true limit is the one you create. Think about that for a second. Everything you need to succeed, to be powerful, to achieve greatness, is already inside of you. The only thing holding you back is your mindset. Too often, we create boundaries in our minds, limits on what we think we can do, what we think we deserve, what we think is possible. But let me tell you something, your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It's your choice. The way you think, the way you perceive your challenges, shapes your reality. If you believe you can't do something, then you won't. If you think the obstacles are bigger than you, then they will be. But when you decide to take control of your thoughts, when you take ownership of your mindset, you break free from the chains that hold you back. And once you do that, the possibilities are endless. Your mind is a muscle. Just like any other muscle, it gets stronger the more you exercise it. You want a stronger, more resilient mind, you need to train it. And the best way to do that is through adversity. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to build mental strength. Every setback is a chance to practice resilience. The people who succeed aren't necessarily the ones who have it easy. They're the ones who can take a hit and keep moving forward. And that's exactly what you can do. The moment you decide to master your mindset is the moment you unlock your full potential. It won't happen overnight, but every day you choose to rise above the doubts, to challenge your limiting beliefs, you become stronger, tougher, and more unstoppable. This is a journey of mental growth, and it's one you have the power to take. Everything you need is already inside you. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to begin. The moment is now. The power to shape your future is already within you, waiting to be unlocked. But it's up to you to take action. It's up to you to decide that today is the day you start believing in your own power. That today is the day you take control of your thoughts and actions. Because that's where it all starts. Every small, consistent change in mindset adds up. Every little shift in perspective leads to powerful, life-changing results. Stop waiting for external circumstances to change. Change starts with you right now. You have everything you need to create the life you want. Believe in yourself, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. The road ahead will be tough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life isn't always going to be easy. But here's what I know. You are tougher. You are stronger than you think. You have the mental strength to face life's challenges head on and come out on top. The journey is long, but it will be worth it. Every step you take toward mastering your mindset is a step toward becoming unstoppable. And let me tell you, once you get to that point, there is nothing that can hold you back. The world is waiting for you to show up. The world is waiting for you to rise to your full potential. You have something unique to offer, something only you can give. The only question is, are you ready to step up? What will you choose today? Will you let life's challenges break you, or will you rise to meet those challenges head on, armed with mental strength and resilience? Every day is an opportunity to shape your mindset and your life's direction. You have the power to decide how you will respond, and that decision will determine your future. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You have everything you need right now. It's time to create a mind so strong that nothing can stop you. The choice is yours. Will you rise today?